Hi, I'm Stan Childress, as most of you know. Just spent a week with the adults, some of the adults and children of our church. I was the van driver, or one of the van drivers, but I also got to observe our youth and what they did, the closeness that these young people acquired during this time. They performed great work in the homes that we went into to rebuild, restructure. But the greatest thing received from them, I think, has been the strength that they've received from each other, the closeness that they have received, and things that they have acquired, and the things that they saw, and the things that they have taken part of, changed their life tremendously. I know it has changed mine. To deliver just a bottle of water to someone that's homeless, that has absolutely nothing, and to watch them accept this water and give you the opportunity to speak to them about your Savior and my Savior, Jesus Christ. Some of these people have heard of Him before, but they don't trust Him anymore. Some of them have never heard of Him, and they all need to hear of Him again. And our youth has done that. And not only that, it grew our youth. They became stronger as they went through this process. Those of you who have children that went should be very, very proud of them. Hug them. Tell them that you're proud of them. Because they have done a wonderful job. Wonderful time talking with these people about Christ and working together in the homes. Tell them how much you appreciate it, as we all do. Thank you very much.
I'm Jewel Murray. I came to New Orleans not having any idea what to expect. Never done this before. Weren't really familiar with missions at all. So I came here with my mind a blank slate as to what to expect. Brother Scott had told us what he had seen, but it's only when you get here and you see it yourself that you can fully understand the need, that you can fully understand the pain and the despair and the destruction. It's only when you touch these people yourself personally that you can see that they're no different from you, that we're just one step away from being in the same situation. This week I have seen the pits of despair and just the pinnacles of joy. And these are from two different people that have gone through the very same situation. The people on the streets seem weary. I asked Brother Scott a couple of days ago, I said, at what point do you think the fear of lying down on the street in the middle of the night to try to rest gave way to weariness, where you could just close your eyes and go ahead and go to sleep and not really know or care what was going to happen while you were laying there? You would have to be so weary to lay your head on what few belongings you have and have a piece of cardboard or hard concrete for a pillow and a blanket. It would be so humbling to have to accept a gift of food or water from another person. It would have to be humiliating to have people, even people with the best intentions, the people that want to help, for you to be at their mercy. And then on the other end of it, we built or helped to build. We didn't build the house, we just did our part. We did what we could do in 3 days. We helped a lady named Karen to build a house. Karen had been through the same situation, but by the grace of God, she is able to keep her home, but her home was gutted. There was nothing left, just an empty shell. There was termite damage, there was water damage, the interior was gone. There was nothing left but a shell for her to build from. But she never gave up her belief that God would provide for her, that God would send people to help, that God would provide the material, that God would do it. I have seen a determination in faith in her that I have never seen in my own life. I have seen a patience in her faith, her willingness to wait on God, that I wish I had in my own life. Her story has been a real conviction to me because she's figured it out. It's all God. It's not God and, it's just God. I came here to give, but I'm going away getting, because I've gotten a sense of gratitude for the blessings that God has given me. The fact that I have a bed to lay on, a pillow for my head, a blanket for my feet, a shower, a meal, the knowledge that I have some control over the environment around me. And I go away convicted because I use the word I a lot. And I want to be in control. And having met people here who have no control, I want to have that kind of faith that I can just say, it's all God. It's not me. I couldn't have ever seen this in somebody else's eyes. I could have not felt it through somebody else's hands. I had to come and see it and touch it and feel it for myself. And I go away a changed person.
This mission trip has totally changed my life. I will never look at the world the same. I'll never picture people the same.
Hi, I'm Taylor Gates, and we've been in New Orleans, and we've been fixing up old houses that have been damaged by the storm Katrina that hit 5 years ago. What really changed my life is helping feed and water the homeless people, and I realized how stingy and greedy we really are and how much we truly have compared to them. And I really want to thank everybody for letting me come.
I think I really became a better Christian by coming on this mission trip.
This has changed me so much. I'm never going to take anything for granted anymore. I also learned not to say the H-O-D-O word anymore. That it's exactly like if I was out on the road and somebody would be calling me that word.
It has affected me because I see how spoiled we act sometimes, because some of these people here don't have nothing, and we complain about not getting Coke or whatever. We just complain because all we have is water and stuff. But I'm going to stop complaining about stuff, because these people I've seen this week, they're just so sad to see them on the street and don't have nothing. Some of them don't even have families. Some of them, it's just sad.
Hi, my name is Lily Judy. I've come here on a mission trip to New Orleans, building houses for those who lost it during Katrina. It's been a very, very important experience in my life, and I'm sure I'll remember it forever because we've gone out and gave waters at the first night and to the homeless, and we gave sack lunches, and people were so eager, and it was a very, very touching experience to see all of them, lining up together on that sidewalk under the bridge. And I think my favorite part was seeing the Lower Ninth Ward, because it's so touching, because you see how much people can lose, and whenever things are built back for them, I would never take anything for granted, because seeing how they lost everything and they still have faith in God, that makes me want to keep my faith in God, because I've lost nothing. I really enjoyed being with everyone because we all have had a good time. We've enjoyed each other, we've had fun, we've gained friendships. I gained friendships that I never thought I would ever have. There's always going to be drama during a trip, but there's nothing this time. It's been just clean, it's been fun. I can't wait till there's another trip to come here, because it's, people say bad things about it, but it's a beautiful place. And I think really the most things I've learned from this trip is never take anything for granted, because these people have, like I said before, lost everything, and they can still have faith in God, so I think I should.
And I'll have a new family, so that's good.
We had a lot of fun on this mission trip, and if you wanted to go on one, it's really worth it.
Mission trips aren't just for fun, and they're not just all about hard work either. They're about growing as a person and learning to respect one another.
So I really acquired some new friends and learned that first impressions don't mean anything really at all. So I'm really just glad that I've come, and just learned that the Lord has a reason for everything, and that not to judge people, because there's always a story behind why they act like they do, and it just means a lot to me to realize that. And I'm not going to be perfect, but I'm going to try my best to put these things into action, as far as just working on putting them into practice for my everyday life.
Wow, just think about what we've experienced. We've gone to New Orleans. We've helped Katrina victims in helping to rebuild their homes. We've gone to see the homeless, and we've handed out water, and we've given food to them, and we've stood side by side and held them hand in hand and prayed for them, gotten back on the vans and been in tears and watched God move in a powerful way. We learned about sacrifice from the National World War II Museum and what men have done so that we could have the freedom to be able to serve for God. And we've just had an incredible week. And it's the beauty of short-term missions, being able to go, being able to see God move, being able to step out in great expectation and watch Him move in our life and in the lives of others. So I encourage you, if you did not go on this trip, boy, what a wonderful opportunity it was. But we've got some great opportunities ahead too. And so look for our short-term mission projects that we've got. We may have some local. We may have some, again, that maybe in Georgia, maybe some in the United States, maybe some overseas. I know we're going to Costa Rica in December. And we may even go to Africa at some point, take 2 or 3 to Africa. But if you've not been on short-term missions, I encourage you to go out. We've had a great time. We have a great church. And I'm looking forward to what God's about to do with our church in the days ahead. Thanks.